Have you ever been lonely and wanted a friend? Then you come to find out that friend isn't quite as good as you might have thought. This is the story of Chibistella, the owner of a community known as Calypso. When I first encountered Stella, I was at a rough point in my life, struggling constantly with depression due to a long-term relationship ending recently. I had at that time recently acquired a VR headset, and while I knew of the horrors of VRChat through its years of memory as well as the general atmosphere,
That's it. Your pussy's getting tariffed 90% because you wouldn't give me your pussy, so it's getting tariffed so tremendously. It's getting tariffed. I'm sorry.
curiosity eventually got to me. I needed a distraction, so why not try something new? Thus, I entered this new world. My impression of Stella in the beginning was rather odd. Sure, she would interact with me in a friendly manner, but she would often boast about herself, such as how many people were interested in her at that time, and having a new person of interest with her during the small times I was with her. Eventually, she told me about her group, Calypso, inviting me in, and I quickly became one of the admins for the group. I wasn't even aware of it. I just happened to notice it one day, and I felt like as if I needed to step up to the position and do what I felt was needed as an admin. Over time, it became clear to me what the intent was with the server. We had a Patreon with the intention of paying the staff team for their efforts of maintaining the community. However, no one had been paid for the 8 months that I was there. There was also no transparency to when and how much we'd be paid. I didn't care though. I was already financially well off in my position and didn't need the money. One day, I get a message from a random user. They sent me a document, and I thanked them and told them I would look over it. When I looked at the document, there were many red flags immediately. The document had very concerning messages, such as telling a minor to hide their age from other people. Then there were the acts of intimacy, such as hickeys, and even a pregnancy scare with a DoorDash delivery of the pregnancy test. In addition, there were many testimonies of Stella's general behavior from other people. Even one from a longtime friend that talked about how Stella was dating a 14-year-old, when at the time Stella would have been 18 or 19. And I began asking people of their opinion as well as informing them of both sides as Stella made an announcement on the server with her side of the story. Though it was very emotional and didn't tackle the main issue, which was that she had groomed the minor. For the most part, people seemed to heavily agree with the third-party assessment that was included with the documents made by a user named Argo the Rat, with only a couple people seeming to not care or rather stay neutral to the situation. This is Grim Horizon and Shadow Demon Slayer, 2 staff members in Calypso, and when I asked them about their thoughts on the situation, they got rather defensive and odd. Grim not wanting to state how much money he has spent on Stella, as it seems as some members were taken advantage of for their financial stability, and felt at the time that I was interrogating him. Shadow Demon Slayer was different, however. He just saw the whole document as middle school drama, and didn't want to actually engage in a conversation, ignoring some of my questions and quickly stating that he did not want to continue in the conversation. Eventually, I decided to confront Stella about these allegations and also get transparency on the Patreon. This is what Stella had to say about everything. There is one thing that's been on everybody's mind lately, and that's the stuff that's kind of gone around.
Yeah, all of that's already been disproven, and even Lucky herself is going around saying that she's not spreading it or she had no hand in it, and I was like, you did though.
But the thing is, a lot of people don't actually feel like you've disproven anything, and a lot of that stuff that was in the Google Doc, it's very convincing, and even just the general behavior in those screenshots just kind of screams out not innocent behavior, no matter how you shine the light.
Like I said, I'll put it how I put it with everyone else so far, which is, first off, I'm not an actual Dejin like she's trying to paint me. Don't get me wrong, I make jokes, but I don't go as far as she's trying to push it.
Was there a pregnancy scare?
Now,
So
as
you
stated
guys
as
never
stated
had
in-
never had
No. No, we
any
did not.
intimacy.
Not at all, as far as I know. Like,
How do you not know? As far as you know, you should
I
know.
meant
You were
like,
there.
yeah, that's what I meant. Is like, no, nothing happened.
Okay. I have spoken to Clover,
Mm-hmm.
and he has told me how, in one point of the relationship, there was a situation where you were basically like, you need to come visit me or the relationship is done. Is
No,
that.
that is not what happened.
And then.
Nothing like that happened.
But you two did visit, right?
Yes, but nothing happened in that.
Then tell me, what did happen?
We hung out. We watched a few movies on Netflix, one of them being the Pokemon movie. We did snuggle, but that's about as far as I would let things go due to things affecting me IRL at the time. You know, a tree had fallen onto my grandma's house at the time, so my greatest concern wasn't let me get my pee-pee wet.
Was there anybody else there?
Her family.
Which.
Her brother, her little sister, her mom's boyfriend, her mom herself.
Okay, well, how do you feel about everything that's kind of came out?
I said this once in my document already. You guys shouldn't really take someone who has multiple alt accounts, especially one that used an alt to stalk me for a couple days before revealing it was her, with a grain of salt.
So, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people are kind of agreeing, me included, with Argo the Rat. A lot of the stuff in your messages, in the announcement, a lot of it is just deflection, and none of it actually talks about the main allegations. Instead, just kind of throws like, hey, look, Clover, or these people were a piece of shit because this happened. And a lot of it, I kind of was like, what's even going on here?
I can tell you exactly what happened. What it is a lot of those people were missing the context of everything.
Right, context is a lot.
Key. So what happened is I was already working on a document to expose Clover's recent behavior. Recent being key word. And it didn't paint her in a good light. And it was meant to be more as a warning for you guys still in our server, if any of you guys are still friends with her, to be like, hey, watch out for this because this could hurt you in the future. These are recent things. Recent.
So are you saying that she's pointing the finger at you because you're pointing the finger at her?
Essentially what it is. Like I said, I had already had 8 pages written exposing her behavior for recent things.
Can I ask you something?
With it to be careful. Mm-hmm.
How much money have you gotten from people in general?
Maybe 140. But as stated, I plan to pay back everybody.
140. Pay back everybody.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
As in, the moment I have money, I plan to pay them back. On top of paying you guys for actually helping out with moderating the server.
Speaking of which, how much did the Patreon even get?
There's still, I think there's $50 sitting in there now. And I didn't think that was enough to pay you guys yet. And so, as I stated before, I'm waiting till more people sign up for it to start paying you guys with it. Nothing has been taken from it. It is all still there.
Okay. I don't really know where to go from here, if I'll be honest. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people are really on the fence. Even myself, I'm not gonna lie. Even before these things came out, we were already on the fence about maybe leaving the server.
Well, like I said, as I told Grim, I wasn't planning for it to blow up as bad as it did with Lucky. But like I said, someone likely told her that I had already had something planned, which was to warn some of you guys of her behavior and to be careful and to look out for things. And like I said, all being recent, a lot of people were wanting to leave beforehand due to the whole Scottish situation.
Well, it wasn't just that. Even people have told me, like, from when they first joined, from now, even I feel the same way. It's been different. I mean, things aren't what they used to be.
Now, well, with friends, they're not always going to be around each other 24/7, and that's okay.
Right, but
What's
let me
important
tell you.
is-
There's like sometimes you guys make events, and then we don't even hear about it. Even myself, like I'll just hear about it last minute. I'm like, oh yeah, actually that's tomorrow. I'm like, oh.
Well, the Sunday event has always been a Sunday thing.
Well, I don't mean that, but just like events with before that's happened. Like sometimes we just don't even know what's going on until last second. You know, we're not even doing instances like we used to anymore. And then what's the situation with Winter?
I told Winter already about the whole situation. Somebody had told me that it'd be best to get rid of it would be best to get rid of everyone that was connected to both Phoenix Blossom and Calypso temporarily until we figured out who was the one who told Lucky about what I was planning.
Okay.
And also whoever, like, finding out who's telling Lucky things. And I've already cleared that up.
Who exactly is Lucky?
Lucky Clover?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
realize
just call her Lucky.
that was the name.
But it's also another thing, it's hard to host instances when I don't know people's schedules, so it's kind of guessing.
Right, but that's why communication is important, even as a community manager. Hey, I mean, like, even doing a poll. Hey, what time would work best for everybody? And then everybody throws in a time.
That's what I was planning to do with possible movie day. Because I was going to ask the staff itself, hey, what days do you guys think would be the best to host this?
But at the same time, you gotta voice out ideas ahead of time, make sure it's something that people want. And I just don't see that. I'm sure a lot of people don't see that. And then for all this stuff that just came out, I mean, even new people who are gonna join the server now, they might look at it and be like, what is even going on here? Like, this place is already looking kind of weird. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put it blunt. It does not look good on your end at all. To a outside perspective, to a public eye, it does not look good at all. And I'm sorry if this is kind of like a bad time to talk about this right now, but there is something that I have thought of to kind of help. I say help, but I'm not even sure. Okay, hear me out. I think it would be in your best interest to at least currently step down from at least the ownership role of Calypso.
That's the issue. I've been the owner of Calypso.
Were there not
For
other
as long
owners?
as it's been running. Not really, no. The only people who would be co-owners were partners.
Right, sure. But as of right now, I don't know how to even. I say how. There is a rough idea. First part is you stepping down. Second part is still being involved with the server and the community, and eventually maybe, I say maybe, at the very least, stepping down from that just because of stuff that's going on will show good character in your regard. It will show that, you know, you value more of the community as a whole rather than you hurting the image of just how people might view the situation in and of itself as uncomfortable, because it is uncomfortable.
I don't plan to step down ever. It's obviously a community that I've been working on, and it's not just me working on it. All of you have helped me out with that as well.
I agree.
Which is why I had offered the Patreon for you guys to be paid, and I still do plan to pay you guys whenever I do get money in hand, which is why I'm crossing my fingers on this job.
I'm crossing it for you, just in general.
You guys
why I wanted to help
spent a
you.
lot of time around me, and some of you were present for some of the things that Lucky admitted to doing.
Whether or not we were truly aware, I mean, I myself don't know much.
No,
That's because
she was very careful on when she'd say things, because it's one of those things of, if you're not careful about admitting some of the things that you did was wrong, especially with a lot of the messed up shit she did in the past, which again, I forgave her for that and was allowing her to be back around, which even Rima was like, why is she here? It doesn't look good.
oh, it doesn't look good at all. And a lot of people felt very uneasy, even in the last instance when we were just playing Among Us. There was an elephant in the room that everybody's eyes were just there. You know, we all wanted to talk about it, but we just didn't feel comfortable at the time, or didn't know how to go about it, or...
And as it's another thing, like I said, Duck has known me and Lucky the entire time, and Duck can tell you nothing ever really happened.
Are you saying Silver Duck?
Yes. And he's made it aware that, like, although he's not on either side, he knows that she's full of shit. But, like I said, it's one of those things of, I don't mind if you guys are still friends with her. If you guys want to be friends with her, that's up to you. If you guys still want to be friends with me, that's up to you. That's not up to me. All of you are good people, and I just want to protect you guys. Obviously, I've already failed twice by letting both Scottish and Lucky in.
I don't think you failed us in that regard. Okay, let me. Okay, I'm a little bit distracted because there's a lot going on. Just in general. Winter was removed because.
As I said, I was told it would be best until we figured out who it was who told Lucky about everything.
Okay, right.
And who's spilling information. It'd be best to remove everybody that was in both servers and is still in Lucky's circle, which was Fimboy. Minxie had already left, so I didn't have a chance to do that, and Winter. But the way she crashed out, it was a response before I got my thing out. It was supposed to be a little distraction from you, from what I wanted to make point of.
Okay, well, let me ask you this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What do you plan to do with the server right now?
I plan to start hosting instances again. Like I said, work out Sundays and Wednesdays, drinking on Saturday night, and then we'll interweave other instances among them, with feedback, obviously, from people. Since I removed Lucky, I've wanted nothing to do with her, other than to make people aware of her recent behavior. And it was even said in the first few lines, which was, hey, this is more of a warning. If you want to be friends with her, that's on you. Because not everybody is incoherently bad. But I won't have my trust abused like it was. This isn't the first time she's done this. It's not the second or third. This would be the fourth or fifth time that she's done this. Maybe not to this degree, but more along the lines of like talking shit about me behind my back to my friends. That's not something I appreciate considering the fact that I've had nothing but good faith to say towards her.
Gotcha.
I might be an idiot, but I'm not that big of an idiot to let a person who tried to ruin my past friend group back into my circle without them admitting it. And she did, in front of a couple of you. She admitted that she had done this in the past. And the only reason why she did it was to hurt me.
Saying it. What exactly did she do?
She ran around using loose screenshots, not even real ones either, just cherry-picked ones, and anything that painted me in a bad light she would use. And she used it at a time where shortly after she had cheated on me. So obviously when you get cheated on, your first instinct isn't to be like, oh, let me talk to all of my friends. Your first instinct is, I just want to be alone for a little while.
Right.
And that's what I did. I was like, I want some alone time to figure things out. What ended up happening is I noticed that slowly a lot of my friends were leaving without telling me what was going on. None of them said anything to me. They just all left. And it wasn't till one of my IRL friends who are in the server messaged me going, hey, what's this about? That I learned what was being said about me, and that stuff was being said about me behind my back.
Who do you think made the document?
I don't think it was Femboy, and I definitely don't think it was Winter, because it doesn't make sense for Winter, and this is something I've already said to Natsumi. I don't think it was Winter, due to the fact that Winter had just messaged me like maybe a week and a half ago about things, about wanting to advertise his server. He was like, hey, is it okay if I advertise my server and stuff like that? So I didn't think it'd be him, because it would be kind of redundant to ask that question and then to go and try to spread false rumors.
Right.
That just doesn't seem right to me. If I had to guess, I think it could be Minxie. Femboy was trying to stay out of drama, so I don't think it was Femboy. Which, again, I don't have any animosity towards Minxie if they did, because if anything, they got played just as hard. It's what Lucky does. She's really, really good at painting people in bad lights. She's also really, really good at manipulating people, especially those she likes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, my original doc wasn't to like pit you guys against her, but more along the lines of make it aware of the type of person she is currently.
Right.
People do change. Do I think that the document will stand in a year or two? Probably not. And I'm hoping that maybe it helps points her in the right direction. As stated, I don't want to see you now, but if we meet in the future, I hope you change.
I don't think that's a good mindset. I think some things should be left.
Well, she's already proven that she's not gonna stay out of my life. She's tried multiple times already. She's already gotten like 3 people to try and set up meetings with me to try and apologize and plead her case and that she didn't do it, and like all things that are kind of disproven. She may have not have made the document, but she didn't help her case by signing it and interviewing people with chips on their shoulders. And with Ender saying that I had said stuff about her while she was in the middle of an issue with her, at the time, boyfriend, I never spoke on that. Or at least I never said anything like that. After all, me and Ender are also exes, and I did not want to go back down that route.
Yeah.
I was being cautious, because I also know her to be the type of person to flirt with somebody for a little while, distance themselves from the group. She plays with their heart for a little while, maybe about 2 or 3 months, and then she drops it on them that like, hey, I'm not interested.
Well, some people are like that.
And she was already with someone, so my hope was that she had at least changed. I don't know if that's what happened. I don't know if she's fully changed like she says, excuse me. I don't know if she's fully changed like she says, but if we're going off of what Clover said, and like I said, anything she says should be taken with a grain of salt. She tried to say that Ender had ran off with Dex's man recently, like before me and Scottish split, which I stated in my doc, which is like, hey, I don't know if this is true. I hope not, because it means you lied to me about changing, and I don't want to see any of my friends get played.
I get that.
So, like I said, a lot of my steps and thought processes have been like trying to be careful with you guys, because you all are good people, and obviously I don't want you guys to get hurt by things in the just anything that pops up. I can't protect you guys forever, obviously, and you guys are grown adults, so there are some things you guys can handle on your own. Doesn't mean you should, but now you have my viewpoint and like everything like that.
Yeah.
As for the communicating when instances opens, I definitely need to work on that, because I'm not really good at that.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Well, like I said, I've wiped my hands clean. I want nothing to do with Clover anymore. I did what I set out to do, which was to expose the type of person Clover is nowadays, and that if people want to still continue being her friends, that's up to them. That's their choice.
As you can see, she is in a delusional mindset, thinking everything is disproven, even though there's a third-party assessment of her document. Then boldly states that there were no such events that were in the document, such as acts of intimacy and a pregnancy scare. Then the Patreon wasn't adding up. How could there be $50 in it when she had been receiving $13.45 a month for 8 months now? Eventually, I get invited to a group and I help lead a walkout of staff members as well as active community members to essentially nuke the Discord server and the group page on VRChat. Some members preferred to quietly leave, which was understandable. However, we knew that if we tried to publicize a document or make a comment about the allegations that didn't really paint Stella in a good light, that it would just be deleted. So we had to take justice into our own hands to really make the statement clear. It was during this time that I came into frequent contact with Lucky Clover, the victim of Stella, and shared more information with me. She also screen shared recordings of the conversation to further disprove certain comments that Stella would make, such as tampered or fake messages. I eventually asked Clover for an interview, to which she agrees to. Where did you guys meet?
Through VRChat. I had just gotten my headset and I joined a random Black Cat lobby and that's where she was. On stage singing with her friend Silver Duck.
When did you guys meet?
February 11th, 2022.
When were you born?
July 8th of 2005.
How old were you at the time of meeting?
I was 16.
What happened on the day you two met?
We talked a little. We went to a Beat Saber World because it was kind of popular at the time. We went to the Beat Saber World, and then afterwards, me and Stella had went off on our own, into like some train world. I can't remember the exact world it was, but it was a train world, and we sat in the little like cubby area and cuddled until she fell asleep.
Did Stella ever express romantic or sexual interest in you? If so, when did this start?
Maybe a day or two after we had met. She was like heavily flirting with me, but she had a boyfriend at the time, so it was like, you know. But we were in a midnight rooftop world, and my cats are fighting. We were in a midnight rooftop world, and I had taken one of the pins and drew a ring around my finger, and she was like, whoever has your hand in marriage is the luckiest person in the world. And then I pointed at her, and she was like, no. And then a few days later, she had like kissed me, and it went on from there. She's got a boyfriend.
So Stella had a boyfriend at the time. What happened then? Did they break up and then she kind of just threw herself at you?
Basically, yeah. That's. He broke up with her. I believe it was Valentine's Day. I don't remember why. She told me like a whole like reason as to why she was gonna break up with him anyways, because he was never around, stuff like that. But I don't remember the exact reason why they broke up. I just knew they broke up on.
Did she know how old you were?
It was in my bios and everything. Yes, she knew from the very beginning.
So she knew you were 16, and even though she had met you for a day, she felt like she could just kind of make moves on you on here.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, how did you feel about what was happening?
Well, coming from like a broken home, I felt loved. She showed me and said things to me that I needed to hear and to feel. So the first couple of months with her was they were all right. Like, we didn't really argue or anything like that. We were good, but that's only because she didn't have full control over me just yet.
And did you ever talk to anyone about your concerns or experiences?
A lot of the times, yeah. It was mainly my friend Sharp.
Sharp?
Sharpshooter, yeah.
Okay. Looking back, how do you feel about it?
Disgusted. Going back through mine and her messages to get the proof for you guys really hurt. I started crying because I let her treat me the way that she did.
start realizing what happened wasn't okay?
6 months into our relationship, I would go to another friend of mine, Monk. I would tell him how the way that she was treating me, like, wasn't really okay. And also Ghostface. She would accuse me of cheating on her with these people, but in reality, they were just my close friends. And the way that she was treating me wasn't okay, so I asked for a break to focus on myself and my own mental. And she manipulated me into coming back, because she would use suicide as a way to control me.
There were a lot of red flags. What other red flags?
The way that she spoke to me around people, but then when we were behind closed doors, would be a totally different person. She would make our relationship seem perfectly okay in the outside, but when we got alone, she would yell at me, stuff like that. She'd get angry with me. There was one point when I didn't want to play fucking Minecraft with her, and she would hang up on me and ask for a break and stuff like that.
Did she ever try to isolate you from others? Feel special?
Yeah. When me and her first got together, I told her, I was like, "Are you sure you're okay with this? Because you know how young I am." And she's like, "You're the only young person that I'll ever be with," type shit. She'd said, "You're the only exception."
Only exception? And did they ever reference your age or ask you to keep things secret?
All of the time. I told people in her server that I was either 18 or 19. Because she told me that if I told anybody, she could get in trouble, so. But at the age of 16, I should have known better not to, like, you know. But I loved her, so.
Ever send or request inappropriate messages or images?
She would, like, slightly do it. She'd be like, I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. Like, I'll never ask for that type of stuff, but it was like a reverse psychology type thing.
So she'd plant the idea in your head in hopes that you would actually fulfill it.
And I did, yeah.
You two met up. What happened during those meetings?
Late at night while my parents were asleep, she would, like, pull me closer to where my ass would be on her. She would, like, touch me in my areas. And she would, like, grab my boobs and stuff. I never told her no, because, I felt like if I did, she would get angry with me. So I just did what she asked.
Yeah, you felt like you were in a position where you couldn't say no.
Yeah.
And did they ever manipulate you emotionally, make threats, or offer you rewards for certain behaviors?
If I would do everything that she asked me to do, I would get the love and affection that I got when me and her first got together. But if I upset her, she would ignore me for hours and, like, leave the call and stuff like that. So I was good most of the time because I didn't want to upset her.
Did you ever tell anyone, like your parents?
About what? The relationship or the sexual stuff?
Just in general. I guess the relationship.
I told my mom. She didn't like the fact that Stella was older than me, but my mom loves me, so she was like, I guess, she's the one that took me to go see her. My mom didn't want me and Stella to sleep in the same room, but I begged my mom to let me, and I promised my mom that nothing sexual would happen. But my mom didn't find out until I turned 18 that things did happen.
And how has this impacted you on the long term, emotionally, socially, or mentally?
I have trust issues and, like, attachment issues and abandonment issues as well. So, I'm afraid that my friends, if I don't do something that my friends approve of, I'll lose them because of how Stella treated situations. If I didn't do what she wanted, or if I hurt her in some way, she would leave me. So I'd say that I got pretty big, like, trauma responses to to certain situations from Stella.
And what do you wish people understood about what you went through?
It wasn't fun. It was not. I loved her, but everything that she did to me, it wasn't okay. It was not okay.
Do you think the community around her enabled or ignored the behavior?
I'd say some of them ignored it, but mainly because Stella was so good at hiding it that sometimes when she did the things that she did in front of people, they just blow it off as Stella was having a bad day. Again, most of them didn't know my age.
Eventually, I have an encounter with Grim Horizon, who confirms some of the information. Here's how the conversation went.
Android, well, Pico for a sec. Just
Why, hello, my friend.
I'm going to say this right now. This is my group. All my stuff. If you do any drama, it's instantly out.
Is that so?
Yep.
Put in the
Anything
foot
with Calypso, it's instantly out.
Okay.
Right? Just making that clear. Anyway, back to talking.
Yeah, that's wild.
Hang on. Wait, hang on. Okay, wait.
My Spotify is a bit loud.
Let me recollect my thoughts after that. That was kind of
It's not
funny.
like it's alive anyway.
no one fucking in it.
Hang on, oh, he's gotta look back. Hang on, I'm just gonna sit here for a second.
It's on hiatus at the minute.
I legitimately
It's been on hiatus since fucking June, bruh. Like,
I've been-
default
I've been
pose.
waiting
Yeah, small things here and there.
I've been waiting for a response with the fucking drama shit. Literally for a month now. Literally for a fucking month. So that's not. Oh, nuh-uh. I fucking can't be doing this anymore.
Yeah.
Legitimately. This shit. It's been a fucking month.
Yep.
It's been a whole ass fucking month. And I'm just gonna block Zor for a fucking minute. So we can actually talk about this. I have no issue with them being here right now, but Zor, I'm just gonna block you for a fucking second, okay? I fucking get why they left. And I'm supposed to fucking sit here and pretend that I don't fucking get why they're fucking gone? And any discussion about it's been fucking deleted? Her fucking response was nothing, dude. Like, I don't want to fucking lose respect for you for this.
Yeah.
So I do need a
No,
fucking
so-
response. It's been a month.
Yeah. So the reason why that is not part of our response yet is because she's trying to put one together.
For a month.
Yeah. She is basically got so much shit going on because she's now babysitting all of a sudden. She never even signed up to be babysitting, but she's doing that daily right now. That's why she's not had time to actually.
I work
Pretty
44
much.
hours a week, and it's not that
Yeah.
hard to write up a response to some stupid Discord drama. It
Yeah.
takes 2 seconds.
Yeah. I'll have a chat with her, and I will say that people are just getting sick and tired of waiting.
I can't wait for a chat anymore, dude.
She's gonna give me the exact same response. She's waiting. Okay.
I just want to air this shit
She's
out.
waiting to see if there's any other any other rats or anything like that who are going to slip through the cracks or
I don't
didn't
think
or
there's
stayed in
fucking
after.
rats.
There's no one in the group, Graham. There's no one. All of the mods are gone, and there's no one active.
Doesn't trust anyone. That is how little faith Stella has now. She doesn't even. The only people that she trusts at this point is me, and I'm pretty sure at this point she's also losing trust in me.
And I love trusting her, so I'm leaving the fucking Discord.
I don't know why you still trust her, why you're sticking by her, bro. That just makes no sense to me. Like, genuinely confusing as shit.
I saw that she changed and tried to move on.
Okay. Hold on, my shit's glitching out. Pause this. Okay. There we go.
Right. Now do that. That. And that.
Alright, let me take a seat here.
Right, anyway, I'm gonna put in some work into switching jobs at some point. Like IRL jobs.
Why?
Not enjoying where I currently am. So I'm gonna stay in the industry, but I might switch to a store at the next town over.
Wait, why in the next town over? Yeah.
Easy, because fucking distance is it's just a pain where I am right now. There's no respect for me there. And it's like, ugh. I just want to do some sales.
If I type up why I'm leaving, is it going to be deleted in 2 seconds?
I'll let Stella make that choice. I'm not gonna make that choice.
So that's a yes.
So you're not
put
gonna.
in
So
the-
you're not gonna delete it, but you know she will.
Stella might. I'm going to tell Stella now that Natsumi is leaving and he's going to post his reason why.
Oh, I don't know what to say right now.
What's going on?
Yeah. I mean,
I thought I was muted.
Nah, I told her earlier, and I will quote, I'm going to be clear, I don't want part in any documents or any drama anymore. I told her that, I made it clear. I don't want to be part of any sort of drama anymore. Which is also why I
so
made
if you don't want to be
my
part of
group.
any, yeah. So if you don't want to be part of any drama, why stay around Stella then? It seems like the drama's following her.
Because I
around,
enjoy
no?
hanging out with her. Okay, she has a history, yes, but
Mhm.
I still find her
I'm gonna head
funny
off
to
off
hang
of that.
around with.
Take
See you,
it, bro.
Drax.
Sorry about this.
Yeah, so I still enjoy playing games with her, and so I'm gonna hang around with her so I can still play games with her. Easy as that.
You
I don't give
know,
a fuck about her history. I don't give a fuck about any of that. I care about
there are better
what's
people you
happening
could
right
be
now.
hanging out with that could
Their
actually
personality
reciprocate
right now,
a
which
healthy
is
relationship.
just someone who I find fun to hang out with.
Good job,
Is that so hard to get your head around?
I never said it's hard to get my head around it.
Listen, Grim, I understand how you
When I'm hanging
feel.
out with
However, there's a lot better people out there you could be hanging out with and actually have a healthy relationship with.
Yeah, but also, no one makes me laugh like she does. Simple as that. I am very selfish in the fact that I will do what I want that makes me laugh.
Oh, right.
And right now,
Still there.
playing shit like Helldivers with her is making me laugh.
Yes, and I'm sure you can find a lot other people that could actually make you laugh even more, or even create meaningful memories.
Yeah. But right now, the memories I'm making right now are meaningful. Simple as that. I don't give a fuck about any drama between anyone else. I'm just trying to have some fun.
So, if I may ask, why don't you care about the history? I mean, like, you did know for the longest time
Because
that
that's in
Clover
the
was
past.
underage, right?
Yeah. And Clover's made it very clear on her part of it. And I know all the facts, I know all of it. And as I said, it's in the past. I'd rather leave it there. If she fucks me over, then I will block her. But
You cannot
past is
just...
past. I'm focused on the present. I live in the moment.
So,
And
see,
that's
rank the
fine,
mind.
but you
I don't
can't
care
just...
if you. I don't care if you think I can't just or you can't just ignore the past. I will, because
I'm gonna
the past
block her.
brings pain and headaches, and I don't want to deal with that. So I focus on the now.
That's not a healthy mindset. You do realize that, right?
It's also not a healthy mindset to break up friend groups all the time. But I'm not going around getting 6 of my friends to block me, or someone else to get 6 of my friends to block me
Well,
because I'm friends with someone else.
who you hang around defines who you are.
Then so be it.
And I'm sorry, but that's just the reality of it.
There it is.
Yeah, well, I'm hanging out with Natsumi and LP.
I mean, if you hang out with bikers, people are gonna associate you with being in a biker gang. That's just common
Oh,
sense.
God. I am locked in violence.
Yeah,
You hang out with a bunch of
but
CEOs and whatnot, people are gonna see you as a high statue individual. They might see you as...
and if I hang around with what about if I hang around with people from both ends? I go to black tie events and I go to homeless shelters.
I missed half this conversation. You know. My thing is,
I go to. I hang out with Stella and I hang out with Clover.
Fucking love Natsumi.
But Stella is taking advantage of you. You have to realize that, right? Or do you
I
just
told
care
her,
about
as
the...
soon as she does anything that does usually make me think she is fully taking advantage of me, and she does start using me, then, like, I told her, I straight up asked her, where was it, yesterday?
You cannot ask a bully if they're bullying you. They're just gonna
Am
deny
I
it.
your best friend, or am I just a middleman between you and Clover?
do you think she's gonna answer that with your middleman?
Grim, you have to realize that people can just easily lie to your face via voice, via
Yeah.
text. It's their actions that define them who they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, and so far, she has told me what she does, and I'm like, that's your choice. I'm staying hands off with what Stella does. If she wants to write documents or she wants to call people out, she can do that. I'm just here for the games. If I can't be here for games, then what the fuck can I do?
But you're just so hell-bent on keeping this unhealthy individual around you just because they make you laugh.
What? Okay, Zora, tell me right now, aside from one mistake in the past, what else makes her unhealthy right now?
The fact
Right.
that she
Today,
hasn't paid
the
anybody.
She's done that's not unhealthy.
The weight's unhealthy. The no job is unhealthy. The way the way
She's
the
she
setup
is
there's a
babysitting
bunch
right
of-
now.
There's like a bunch of
I wouldn't
piss
even
bottles
trust her with
around
that.
the
You say
house, I
she's
don't
been
know, it's
babysitting for what? 7 hours a day for the last 2 weeks.
for what?
I'm sorry, but I wouldn't trust
you know,
Stella with a baby-sitting job, given her history.
That's you.
And yeah, and I'm sure
That's what
people,
you
if
don't
people
think.
knew all the information,
Not
they
other
would think the
people.
same.
Yeah, but guess what? Not everyone needs to know everyone's history. I don't know your history. I don't know LP's. I don't know Natsumy's. You don't know mine. You don't need to know everything to talk to someone. If you want to find out someone's history, then let them tell you it. Don't go exposing people, because then it can cause some more problems and cause some situations like this.
But you can't
Going
ignore the
around
past.
spreading shit all day, every day, makes you look like fucking worse than them. It's like
No, it doesn't.
okay, say someone robbed a bank 5 years ago, and they just got let out of prison on good behaviour. It's like you're standing at the gate saying, you robbed a bank 5 years ago, get back in there.
I'm sorry, did Stella go to jail? Has she taken any accountability? Has she taken any
No.
responsibility for what she's
was
done?
there any punishment? I don't know.
Yeah, she
Very good,
apologised.
I'm sorry, but an
Not a
apology
good
is
Yeah,
not
it
gonna
wasn't
do
a very
enough.
good one. But
I didn't.
she
Especially,
admitted she had fucked up.
especially
Yeah,
when her
it may not have been
principles are
exactly
not
what
in
Clover was
place.
looking for.
Especially when her principles are not in place. I mean, look at the Patreon, man. Nobody's been paid.
I don't know.
You
Based off
haven't
of
been
the,
paid.
based
And
off
she
the
is...
announcement, right?
No, because there's how much was put into there? $5.
No,
You were
dude,
trying to
it's
split
$13,
$5 between how many
$13.45,
people?
$13.45 for 8 months.
13.45.
And there are people that genuinely want to contribute, like myself, but see no point because Stella just is gonna take all the credit and all the money. She hasn't done anything, no transparency, hasn't paid anyone, lied about how much is in the Patreon.
Like, have you been paid at all?
You do realize, I know you
Yes.
said that you're supporting her with like the Spotify Premium, and that she's giving you money whenever she can. You have to realize some of that money might have came out of the Patreon, right? Might have. I mean, we don't know. But at the end of the day, it's a matter of principles. You have to put your values over money sometimes.
Yeah, my values are, I want to hang out with people that I enjoy hanging out with. Easy as that.
Even if they're a pedophile.
I get it may seem naive or stupid or anything like that, but whoopsie fuck. I'm enjoying myself right now. If I get depressed down the line, well, that's for future me. But right now, I am happy. And is that so hard to understand?
Yes. Say yes, please.
Yes. You cannot.
Do you guys play Roblox together?
Okay.
Like, do you and Stella
No.
play Roblox? No. Okay. I
No,
was just curious.
because I don't play Roblox, because it's run by people who I don't get along with. And I've not got a good history on it. So I don't play it.
Okay.
Plus, I don't enjoy it.
Sorry. Yeah,
I've got
no
friends who
reason
play
to-
Roblox and make Roblox games, and I will play it every now and then to help him bug fix his game.
Hmm.
But I also go out to car meets with this friend. So I
Sure.
do also go out and hang out with people.
Not.
Like,
I'm not
that's
saying
not-
like everybody who plays Roblox is a weirdo. I'm just saying like I'm just saying I was just wondering if you and Stella had played that. That's all.
Grim. I
I
understand.
think we played Island Survival once.
Okay.
Grim, I understand you're trying to live in the present and you're trying to stay happy. But it's just,
Yes, I'm trying to stay happy, and you're making that very hard for me.
am I making it hard or is the reality of the situation making it
Yes,
hard?
because you're going around and interviewing people and fucking questioning them to the point where I've had 3 of my friends block me all of a sudden, and I can trace it all the way back to you.
Again, is it me or is it the reality of the situation?
Okay, stop dodging the question. Stop trying to bring it back to that. Open your fucking eyes and realize you are ruining other people's friendships. Alright? You're trying to
the
make
question is,
things right there,
is
but
it
it's
justified?
ruining other people. Yeah. At this point in time, this moment in time, is it justified for you to go around ruining other friendships? Nuking servers? Or are you just digging back up the path?
I wouldn't say that I'm...
I'm waiting for an answer.
Okay, re-say your question real quick so I can
Okay.
make sure I can answer it clearly.
Right now, are you just digging up the past to break someone more? Or are you doing something that is justified?
I am doing something that is justified.
I've had all I need to hear.
No way! Oh my gosh. No way, this man is so delusional. Oh my god. Holy sh... I was also able to get in contact with Silver Duck, who was mentioned in Clover's interview. He's a supporter of the Patreon, as well as a server booster. He's also known Stella for quite some time, so I wanted to get his opinion. Here's what he had to say. Hey buddy, you got a moment to talk?
You'll see. I can hear you. What's up?
I wanted your thoughts on the documents.
What documents? Don't.
Oh, you don't know?
Don't pretend it's
Well, I meant more about the Chibistella documents.
I can't tell who it is. I'm off screen, but I imagine who you are. Well, I'm keeping myself out of it.
What do you mean? You're leaving Calypso?
What?
Okay, let me
I
backtrack.
joined Calypso like 5 years ago.
Let me backtrack. Hi, hello. I'm Zorabora. I used to be one of the head admins of Calypso. Anyways, are you aware of the documents about Chibistella?
Oh, you mean the ones that, oh, what's her fucking name? The one who's dating the minor?
Talking about Clover. I don't know if she's currently dating a minor,
You
but
know her. She's the one who caused all this, right?
I wouldn't say that she caused all this. But
Well,
are
you're coming
you?
on to me like you've already.
Have you already
What are you
seen
doing?
most of the documents?
The ones calling out what's her fucking
Chibistella?
name as being a piece of shit?
No, just the ones about
Lucky Clover.
Chibistella.
You want me only to look at one side and not both sides?
I'm not.
And
That's
the
not what I
fact
said.
I've known both of them for a very long time.
Well, it's.
And
that's not what
one
I'm saying.
side dragged me into it when I was not involved in either side.
Right.
What are you saying? What are you saying? What do you want to say? What are you trying to say? What do you want me to say?
I'm asking. I'm not saying.
What are you asking?
Again, have you seen the documents?
I've seen all the documents, and I know that one side is a lying piece of shit. The other side is trying to be honest, but kind of sucks at writing.
It shouldn't be hard to be honest, especially if you were there. But I digress. You're currently the supporter of the Patreon, right?
Yeah.
Are you aware that Stella hasn't made any transparency to any of its staff members, nor has paid any of its staff members with the money you've been giving?
Yeah, I didn't intend for it to be paid to anybody.
So you just meant for it to be for Stella?
Yeah, he's my friend. Or she, whatever the fuck.
So why don't you just directly donate to her?
Because this is more convenient. It just gets auto-withdrawn. Fuck it, you know? Doesn't matter. Why, do you want to get paid? Are you mad that you didn't get money? Go get a job, bucko.
I get paid child support. I also have a nice job coming up, but thank you for your information. Anyways, I'm not upset about not receiving money. It's more about the principle behind it, but I digress. Anyway, so you support Stella despite the overwhelming evidence that she groomed the minor? Is that right?
There's no overwhelming evidence. What
Sure
do you
there
want
is.
about?
Sure there is. And a lot of people would agree.
The screenshots that can be fake?
So your basis on the information not being true is that it could have potentially been tampered. Is that right?
Well, yes. If there's no solid evidence of anything, then I can't prove or deny anything. Absence of evidence isn't proof of something happening. Absence of evidence is just absence of evidence.
Sure.
And without a shadow of a doubt, there cannot be any sort of anything. You can make accusations, sure, but evidence is not there.
Sure. I believe the evidence is there. After all, accusations don't come out of nowhere.
Okay, what about the current fact that her boyfriend is currently underage? And the fact that he was not involved in any sort of allegations until Chibi brought it up just shows that one side is a lying piece of shit. So therefore, any evidence that is brought forward by that party is already unbelievable due to the fact that you cannot trust someone who's currently lying.
Again, I don't know anything about Clover currently dating a minor.
Okay, so why aren't you involved in that? If you're
Because
currently
I am more,
making accusations regarding one party,
I'm more
why aren't you
concerned
looking
about
at the other?
the actual adult, the mid-20-year-old who went and met up with somebody
both
that was
adults.
17. They're not both adults, and she was not an adult
Yeah,
when
and
they
I used to
interacted.
bathe with my little sister. I used to fucking
Okay,
go
bro.
out and hang out with all sorts of fucking kids. And
Okay.
I was a kid, and then I became an adult, and I was still with them.
You
because
still
we
you
were
still bathe
friends.
you still bathe with your little sister?
No.
Why? I mean,
But
you
you
don't
see the
want to see
point.
anything wrong with it, since that's what you made the comment about.
The point is that time moves forward. Things
So?
continue as they are.
You're right.
At
And
some point, you cross
trauma-
the point of age.
and trauma is still trauma.
Trauma that can be faked.
Right, because
Some
people like to
hear a
fake trauma.
gunshot and immediately go and say that they have PTSD.
After
Meanwhile,
all-
you see people coming back from fucking Vietnam who actually fucking shut the hell down. That's PTSD, not just getting a little nervous around a gun.
You're right. But I guess because we don't have evidence that they were in Vietnam or whatever, you would just, dissolve that
No,
accusation or
they
whatever.
have fucking deployment orders. They have paper trails.
Sure, but they can't
have
prove it, right? If they wouldn't be able to.
eyewitness testimony. What do you want about?
Well, it's the fact that you over here that you're just discrediting
You
Clover's...
came to me.
Yeah,
You came to me.
yeah, I did.
And you wanted my opinion.
Yeah.
And I'm sharing to you that without looking at both parties, you are impartial. You don't know
Impartial.
either side. You only
I
know
have
one
known
side.
Stella for the longest time, and even with that
Really, how long?
bias, I would say
How
over
long?
8 months. And I never really knew Clover.
I've known him, her, whatever.
Oh,
since
we
fucking-
misgendering?
It was.
Interesting.
I don't give a fuck. They're my friend.
Anyways, go on.
I saw him in person.
Okay.
I went and.
Are
hung
you
out, like,
are you
5
aware that
years.
she went and met up with this minor in person and had
I
sexual?
was aware of when it happened, but they didn't meet up to have sex.
Right.
They met up. I
Right.
don't give a fuck.
And you don't find anything wrong with an adult meeting up with a minor.
No, because there was no intention.
Right.
I
People
met
don't really have an intention, especially if they're dating beforehand. Especially when they have an announcement in the Calypso announcement server that they're going to be engaged. Especially when this person is 17 and we know the age of the date of birth of this person, and it correlates, so all of it lines up with the timeline. But I understand if you're like ignorant and don't want to, look at the facts and make your own
The facts
judgments.
don't exist.
The
There
facts
are
do
no
exist. You're
facts.
just blind to it, and you just don't want to look at it. You don't want to look at that your friend is a groomer, and it's sad, honestly, because
Isn't your friend currently dating a minor?
I wouldn't call him my
The
friend.
one who you say? Oh,
I don't really know
why are
them.
you defending?
I
Then why are you defending?
defending. I
Why are
am
you
looking
going around
at
trying to ruin people's friendships? Why are you going around?
what? Okay, sure, yeah. I'm trying to ruin people's friendship. I'm trying to bring truth to the light.
You showed the fuck up. There is no.
If you don't want to look at the truth of the reality
it
of the
doesn't
situation,
work
then
that
that's fine.
way.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
You're not an impartial judge. You haven't
Okay.
looked at both sides. So why are you going around spreading misinformation?
Misinformation. That's not what it is. You have to look at the past first.
You're calling things the truth when there is no evidence. And
There is
no
evidence, you just don't wanna
proof
acknowledge
in
it.
this individual case.
You just don't want to acknowledge it, and that's fine. It's alright though. I got what I needed from this interaction. You have shown your character. You have shown what you truly are in this situation. I want to thank you for your time. Thank you so much,
I'm
Silver
standing away
Duck.
watching at both sides. Hey, buddy.
Oh, hi.
Oh. We're not done.
Oh, we're not?
So-
I'm done.
Yeah. Are you aware?
Go on.
Yeah, are you just aware? Both sides.
Oh,
Did you-
the
did you
past,
read Chibis?
yes. And I read Chibis, yes. And it was an emotional
Okay.
mess that never addressed the allegations, as many people, agreed.
Many people.
Oh yes, I've spoken to many
Not
people
many
about.
people.
Oh well, I don't know who you've spoken to about this, but I've spoken to many staff members and many people, just in general, and have informed them of the information. From both sides, of course. So, I mean,
So
you're more
what
than
you did
welcome.
was you informed them.
I informed them. I
You just
showed
Gave
their
them your
side.
already
I showed
skewed point of
them
view.
skewed point of view. Sure, I just gave them information from both sides, both Chibistella's and the document that was released. But you're more than welcome to just try to discredit that.
Two documents. If you don't give two, then you didn't give all the information.
I gave all the information that was
Someone
gave to the
impartial
public.
Information to give them already.
I gave them all the information that was put to the public. So, in fact, like I said, it shouldn't be hard to say the truth, especially if you're involved with it.
So wait, were you the one who just fucking sent me a Discord like packet out of fucking nowhere? Was that you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You
I
don't
don't
know.
have an alt, if that's what you're asking.
I see.
Yes.
Well,
I'm surprised.
I'll let you know that only sharing one side of anything through an impartial viewer is automatically shit. So,
I would agree.
Yeah.
However, I shared to, like I said, to the people I've spoken to, both sides, documents, both the era
Yeah, but you're a
of
supporter
an end
one side.
of a disease. Yes, because the overwhelming evidence as well as the discussion.
There's no overwhelming evidence.
There is overwhelming evidence. You're just
It's
blind
all-
to it. Anyways, I have spoken to Chibistella.
What do you
I have
mean blind to
confronted Chibistella about the information, but I understand that Chibistella has made actions to try to hide information from the general public, such as my documentation before we nuked the server.
The opposite of the general public.
Sure, friend. Well, I don't know if I'd call you friend. But anyways, I have things to do. Thank you so much for this discussion. I'm more than welcome to send you the discussion I made public to the people.
You might want to talk to her.
I already have,
You may
but thank
want
you
to
so
talk
much.
to your current supporter regarding her current dating of a minor.
Sure.
See how your opinion stays. What do you mean, okay?
Because you're discrediting previous events that happened because this person is apparently, as you claim, is dating a current minor. But I digress, you know.
Yes.
You know, the
It
past is the
shows
past, and you're more
constant
like
failure to
you're
be
more like,
transparent.
oh, I believe this person has been very transparent. It's just Stella that hasn't been
No.
transparent. In fact, she hasn't been transparent about the Patreon, nor about anything in general. In fact, she's a shit community manager, if I would even call her that. And this is coming from someone that, you know, liked Chibi as a friend in the beginning and have seen her character throughout the months and years that I've been, well, I say years, and the months that I've been with her. And I'm more inclined to believe somebody that is an outsider, I suppose, because of the information as well as the discussion I've had with Chibistella. But again, thank you so much for this discussion. You have shown your character, you have shown your ability to
What do you
percept.
intend to do with this?
That is not up for me to tell and for you
You're saying
to
it
find
like
out.
it's
But
being
thank you so much.
recorded. You're saying it like you intend to like slander me.
Slander,
So be
you know.
transparent right now.
That doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Anyways, thank you so much for this discussion,
What do you
man.
intend to do?
Anyways,
Boy,
you have yourself
you don't
a great
go.
day. I can. It's an online world, man.
Be frank.
So let's break down the information we have so far. Grimm was fully aware of the fact that Chibistella was interacting and dating a minor, but only keeps Stella for personal happiness. He also clearly states that he has been paid from the Patreon, even though Stella stated clearly that no money has been taken out and that it has not been touched. Silver believes that Clover's information posted is all false information due to potential tampering, as well as since Clover is dating a minor, all their information is automatically lies, even if we have other people's testimonies in the document published about Stella's past behavior and not just this current event. In addition, Silver has known Stella for many years and for some reason is just seemingly blind to general evidence. In short, these people were fully aware of what was going on and enabled the behavior or flat out ignored it, allowing terrible acts to take place. I decide to confront Clover about these allegations to get further insight of the relationship, as well as to talk about the other account that was shown in the video. So Silver and Stella are throwing this allegation that you're dating a minor. Can you kind of explain the situation?
I've known Potato for like almost 3.5 years. I met him when I was a minor and we started talking a little bit after I had turned 18. Romantically, that is. and by law, I'm allowed to date him because he's only 2 years younger than I am.
So when does he turn 18? Just out of curiosity.
December 14th.
Okay, so that's like 3 months. Now, you guys have been dating for how long now?
2 years.
You and Stella were engaged. Who brought up the idea? I'm assuming Stella.
Stella.
How did you feel about it? I know from the screenshots you were kind of iffy about it.
Yeah. At first I was like, oh yeah, we can get married. And then when it started happening, when she was like, yeah, I'm saving up for a ring, this, that, and that, I'm like, whoa, I was talking about like more into like the years to come, not like right now, right this second. And I told her, I was like, I'm just 17. I'm not ready for marriage. I don't want that right now. And she kind of like played the victim and was like, well, you should have told me that from the start, this, that, and that. I'm like, I mean, it should have been obvious. You're not really supposed to get married to a 17-year-old at the age of 24.
And you guys were dating for like, I would say maybe a year, if that.
9 months.
9 months. And she already has this idea to get married. Jesus. Can you give a little context about your alt or whatever Stardust was?
Stardust was my original account, the account that I had used before, like meeting Stella and everything. It was like my original account. It was my OG account. It's not an alt. It's just my original account. The only reason I still have it is for the memories that I've made on that account, like pictures, stuff like that I've sent to people. But it's just my original account that I used to use. The only reason why I stopped using it was because there was a lot of drama involving that account. So I kind of just moved away from it, made a new account, and had a fresh start.
When it comes to Silver and Stella's accusations about Clover dating a minor, this is true. However, Clover and Potato have known each other for several years, even before Clover was an adult. They are also protected due to the Romeo and Juliet laws that state if two parties have less than a 4-year gap, then they cannot be charged with statutory rape. This law is to protect consensual relationships, rather than exploitive relationships, which is what occurred between Clover and Chibistella. Clover being 16 at the time of meeting, and Stella being either 23 or 24, which would lose immunity, and even then it's just weird behavior. I do want to take a moment to talk about VRChat's report system. During editing this video, I got a recommendation from a friend to report Chibistella's profile, which I did and filled out the website report system. It only took less than 24 hours for the account to be seemingly removed. But in the next 24 hours, she was back on her account, despite VRChat's clear email stating that action had been taken. I feel as though this is a major oversight by VRChat staff. Though I remade the report and shared more information, it seems nothing can be done now, as I get the same response of, we cannot discuss the outcome of the review. Well, this has been the story of Chibistella, which shows us that even in virtual worlds can hide real harm through lies and manipulation, enabled by those who looked away and hurt a community based on trust. I want to thank everyone that was involved in this project, especially Lucky Clover's bravery to come out with this story. We unraveled the truth and took a stand. I want to encourage everyone watching that your voice can be heard and that your actions will be acknowledged, even if you might not notice it. I'm Zorabor, just a dad in this online world, logging off for now. I hope to see you soon.